till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters, and we ain't got nothing to hide.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome into Pregaming here at Sports Money, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. You already know how we do. What you didn't know is we got a big addition to the Sports Money team. He goes by the name of Ramon Scott. Welcome in, my dude. I hope you guys checked out the Morning Steam, my favorite show. One of my favorite dudes coming to my favorite spot, Sports Money. Let's go, man. What a wonderful way to start the day. I hope you guys were able to check out my dude. He's rocking, he's rolling, he does what he does, and he's doing it over here. We're fortunate to have him join the team, and I hope you guys show the respect, the appreciation. He's going to be doing it 7 days a week, man. Fired up with the direction things are heading. I told you guys, we're just getting started, man. We're just getting started. Fires me up just to think about all the opportunities ahead. We did release First Strike last night, so UFC Vegas 97 is available now for your entertainment, your early betting perusement. We've got 4 plays on 3 fights, all dog spots for you guys to feast on as we get ready for a big Saturday live stream. But my goodness, talk about live streams. Tonight's tonight. You already know the NFL is back, and now we're going to attack these bookies. We got the best tag team duo in live streaming, the Razor Sharp Sports and Pregaming here, the Sports Money crew. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a packed house. Can't wait to enjoy some cocktails and some football. The NFL, man, Kansas City and Baltimore. That's going to be a banger. Cannot wait. You know the deal here on Thursdays. We're joined by my dude, Connor Miggity Mac Daddy. He'll be here shortly to talk to us about this betting card today. You see on the side, we're rolling through baseball. We'll talk about each of the games, talk about the splits, a couple of plays that I wanted to jump in on, and I did. So I will share those with you. We've got the Phillies and the Marlins. We've got the Nationals and the Pirates, Colorado and Atlanta, the Angels and the Rangers, the Tigers and the Padres. Got action to get down for this Baltimore-Kansas City game. The live stream starts at 7:30, so get yourselves ready. We got a long ways to go tonight. It's going to be so much fun. And then I got a college football look for you guys as well, keeping on the tradition here, trying to bring in some early action that I've taken all week long for you guys, so that we are prepared to attack the books on Saturday in all facets, not just in the UFC. We're talking college football. We've got MLB. We got so much happening. And man, there's so little time for anything else right now. It's money-making season, and the books are open. So let's get paid tonight, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not done so already. Show the support. Show the appreciation. Let us know you like what we're doing here, man. We're trying to keep building this thing and giving you guys A-class experienced cappers. No one's seeing things for the first time around here, baby. Let's go. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Get the pen and paper. Let's peruse the chat and see what the finest chat in the business has come up with for their best bets tonight. And of course, make sure you share those plays in the chat as well. Lots of fun. Oh man, I'm just fired up. I can't wait. I gotta hydrate. I could probably slam that whole thing right now, right to the head. Sometimes when I get to that point of dehydration, I almost feel like I turn into part fish. You know, like I can take the O2, I can take the oxygen out of the water, you know, and somehow find a way to breathe, even though I'm probably choking myself. So any event at all here. Let's go. We got this best chat in the business ready to go, and so is Joe T, the first commenter in the business here today. The F You're Under play of the day. He's got the Phillies and the Marlins, and he's got him over 8.5. I just realized this site was down on me earlier today, and I got to get it going. Let me see. Come on. Refresh. There we go. Let's go. Joe T just made me think about this play that I wanted to get in that I could not get in. And lots of 8s available now. Attack, baby. Let's go. NJ Striker's in the house. Says, let's get paid, my guy. Subhuman Gaucho. Who's the first touchdown scorer in the NFL this season? I mean, Tay-Tay's supposed to be in the crowd. Why wouldn't it be Kelsey? You guys know September 28th is only 23 days away. Allegedly. I don't think anybody got it last night. But there was the leak, I guess. There was the leak of the script. And it says the PR team for, I don't know if it was Kelsey or if it was for Tay-Tay, has decided that September 28th is the end of their contractual relationship. So if you believe in that kind of stuff, maybe it's a Kelsey day. He's got to get that action early because he's going to go through some heartbreak come September 28th. I don't know. Well, I don't know if you can cap that or not. I would probably take that seems about right. If I was going to cap that, I would say 23 days. She's already gone through one football season. She's an international megastar. She's going to be traveling. He's going to get into, his third, fourth week of football by that point. And maybe they just grow apart. Hey, people grow apart. It happens. I think that's a good date. September 28th. We'll see. We will circle back and see. Speaking of winner circles, giving you guys the Chiefs money line. My dude Nasty, Nate's in the house. They're saturated, says LFG NFL time. Let's go, my dude. Shout out to you, Justin McKelvey. Let's go. Vitalis says pew, pew, pew. Circle lines out. Let's go, man. Chasing millies, man. I cannot wait for that. I'm going to have to pay attention. I got to get those plays going, too. Also, the Survivor Pool, if anybody was still looking to get in, let me know. Doesn't actually officially start. They don't have Thursday's action in there. So it doesn't officially start until, I believe, Saturday night. You have to get the picks in. So plenty of time. If there's anybody that's sitting there thinking, man, I wish I'd gotten in. You still got time. Let's go. Gerald Jones, Kansas City money line for my guy, Gerald Jones. Let me change this. There it is. Oh, well, I see we got a whole subset of change here. We'll get it right. I guess we'll go back to this. Try to figure it out. Sharing the control panels, baby. Shout Sharon Pulliam in the house. Good to see you. Perky Bumps. My dude, rocking and rolling. Justin McKelvey says, I was on Ramon's show this morning telling everyone to member up. Let's go, baby. Member up. Still. Fila in the house. This is NFL, baby. We are so back. We are back. Let's go. Keith says, let's get after it tonight. Mike, big night ahead. Let's make this money. There's Trisha M. Says, no more sleeps. Hi, friends. Hi, Trisha M. It's nice to see you. Let's go. Perky says, sports money is taking over. And it's consistent, proven, and profitable. That's the slogan right there. Consistent, proven, and profitable. I like it, Perky. Thank you, my dude. Thank you coming in, rocking with us. Trap God's rolling. Perky does have a look for us. He's got the Phillies -0.5 in the first 5. Praying the Mariners don't choke. Shout out to Lucky Power. There's Jay Peasy, man. Jay Peasy busted out some tennis for you guys today. Some U.S. Open tennis action is available on the Sports Money site. Let's go, Tarek B. Says, what's big, Mike? Let's get paid since the Astros can't help out. Yeah. Yeah. Man, we were talking about it yesterday, right? The Astros haven't beaten Cincinnati since 2017? Something stupid like that. Crazy. Stephen Hairston says, that's my birthday, September 28th. Let's go, Stephen. You're going to have a birthday, and it's going to be the day that Tay and Kelsey break up, apparently. Allegedly. We'll keep an eye on that, though, Stephen. Birthday month for my dude, Stephen. DJ Hardy, ready to go. He says, I am sure he had some other... Yep. Stephen likes the Chiefs -3 in the under. Gonzo's in the house. What up, Mike? It's good to see you. NJ Stryker says, like the under. Lil Domo trying to get in the Survivor, my guy. DM me. We will get you all set up. Justin McKelvey says, serious question. Why would they pick a day publicly to break up? Does it not scream a stunt? Well, I think that's the whole idea, right? This is a fixed arrangement. The NFL was trying to globalize their brand. They brought in a global icon in Taylor Swift. The revenues have grown exponentially, and that whole globalization of the sport is a real thing. They're trying. I mean, look at now, they're down in Brazil. Things just keep growing. We already got London. We already got France, or we already got London. We already got Germany. And I'm sure I missed a couple other spots as well, but interesting. Don't get me started. I'll give you an opinion on that for sure. All right. Little Domo says Chiefs money line. The futon bets under 47. We got Jermaine Conley. What up? Says, yo, what up, gang? What up, Jermaine Conley? It's good to see you. Jerry Davis. Ravens +3 in the under 46.5. Henry over 7.5 receiving yards, and Worthy 20.5 yard reception. Let's go. I got Worthy on my NFL fantasy team. We'll see if that comes to fruition. And Joe T says, I'm locked and loaded for the NFL bets. Tune into the live stream. Julian Cesario says, what up? Bam, pimp. I'm on the under 47. Lots of love for this under today. Lots of love for the under. Let's get to work, you guys. Let's go. Justin McKelvey says, that definitely makes sense, sports money. I just needed to hear. Yeah, I mean, look. It was fun, right? It was fun. Everyone enjoyed it while it lasted. And Tay got herself a little rebellious image going on there as well. Oh, man, it's crazy. It is crazy. But let's get to work, you guys. We got action to cover here in... Well, we're starting with baseball. No parlay today. We're going to save some of these player props for the NFL. Some spots that I do want to attack. But for now, let's cover Major League Baseball. Starts at 6:40 p.m. First game on the card is the Phillies and the Marlins. Now, it's a short card, you guys, right? We got 5 games that we're looking at for this action tonight here, and we start off with the Phillies. Big in a -230 road favorite. Divisional battle. The NL East now moved down to -225. But more stabilization of the line, because we see that the line on the Marlins side has gone from +190 to +196. We have 90% of the bets and 89% of the cash on the Phillies. So big money coming in on the Phils. We look at the total, it's climbing up. 8's now 8.5s with 89% of the bets and 89% of the cash. And we've got Suarez taking the bump for the Phils. He's got a 3.02 ERA this season and a strong 11-6 record. On the other side of things, we got Oler, whoever the hell he is. But he's got himself a decent year going. He's 1-1. 3.31 ERA. Dicey spot. Now, I know, or I'm sure that Joe T was looking at this one and thinking, this has a lot to do with I'm assuming the over in Miami and their home situation, especially in game ones. It's like a nonstop overfest. Who's going on where? What's going on outside? Oh, okay. Saw some reflections. Anyways, I think that's a big look to that. I would assume it has a lot to do with this over for Miami. Then I was looking at this thing, and yeah, think about Philadelphia, 35-31 on the run line. I think it makes a lot of sense to jump in there on this run line. Everything's just so damn chalked in this game. I'll tell you the way I'm going to attack this one here. So we've got the divisional teams, right? Divisional team longer than a plus 120 is a fade. They're 5-16 on the run line. They're losing those games on the run line by just over 2 runs per game if they lost the last meeting. It's a Phillies minus 1.5 look in that spot. But it's interesting here. Phillies minus 1.5 and the over 7.5 is priced at plus 150. But the Phillies in the over 7.5 is plus 125. This is one of those instances for me. Now, the margin's pretty thick, right? The margin is that over almost 3 runs per game in terms of the loss factor, but I thought the Phillies in the over 7.5. I parlayed the two together to get it to plus 125. The other side of things that I did jump in on here as well, though, is I extended it a little bit here. I saw that margin when it came to the victory package. And to get, let me see here. Where was it? The minus 2.5 becomes plus 105 as well. So I've got a plus 125 tied into this game with a plus 105. Going to need the Phillies to win by 3, but the theory was not paying up for the minus 1.5 and the over 7.5 because it's only a 25-cent gain. Whereas in this case here, I'm taking that plus 105 opportunity for them to win the game by 3 runs. I guess I'm more confident in the Phillies to win the game by 3 runs than I am. I don't know. I guess as far as the numbers make sense to me, it's more the Phillies find this way to win by 3. I guess I'm a little concerned about that over, though. I guess that's where my overarching concern does lie with the over in this game. And that's why the minus 2.5 at plus 105 hits. I get the free spin to see if we can get this thing over that number as well. So that be the way I want to get down. Shout out to Jay Peasy, our newest member in the house. My dude, Jay Peasy. What up? Motherfuckers, let's go, Jay Peasy. It's good to see you. Derek B says, I smell a dog in these Marlins Phillies. Traveled from Toronto and no Harper. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Sorry. I was up late last night, boys and girls. It's a struggle to get this. Pushing them boulders ain't easy. Trying to pull up this lineup, so bear with me here while we take a peek. Here, let's see. Steve Senior. I see Harper in the lineup. I see Harper confirmed in the lineup in the 3 spot. Is that not the case? I mean, nobody here has seen Adam Oler and that 1-1. That's 16 Ks. It's impressive with a 1.04 whip, but it looks like a good lineup ready to go for me on this Philly side of things. I think they smacked the shit out of them boys there. The minus 2.5 to me, we're taking the extra run on that thing to make it a plus 105 spot. So let's do that. Let's go. Kelly D says, lean Miami. Dog. Julian Cesario likes money. He's on the Eagles money line tomorrow. Jermaine says, damn, KC make cover. Dustin says, haven't heard one single soul on the over 47. I was thinking that too, but we got a sharp chat, man. So it's kind of independent of the, I don't know. I guess it's interesting to see. We'll see. We certainly will see. I'll tell you, we're going to talk about that game, and I'll tell you the way that I think the game script goes and spots that we're going to attack. So let's do that. Jerry Davis. Got a little tricky here. Miami +2 in the under 10.5. Okay. Let's go. Super true story in the house. So the over in Kansas City. There's an over. There's an over for you. Let's hope it's a good game. It should be a good game. It should be a good one. We'll see. Brandon the Great says, I think I have the touchdown for tonight. Who is it? Don't just leave us like that. Tell us who it is, Brandon the Great. Let's go. Cameron Sinet says, all the world's a stage. Don't allow yourself to be draped by their moolish. Fritz for the U.S. trophy, says Cameron Sinet. Jerry Davis says, I expect it to be lower scoring. Both pitchers deal. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking with this Miami game. Absolutely. Jermaine says, Jerry, that looks good. I'm trying to figure out how to play the game now. Yeah, Kelly V says Harper is in. I thought so too. I mean, I see it. I see it. I got two eyes. I see it. Let's go. Old E says, got lost in the sheets. What up, fam? What up, Old E, my dude? Let's go. Jermaine says Philly alternate team total 5.5 at plus 115. Let's go. Kelly V says tomorrow versus Wheeler is day for extended run line and the over tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, the dehydration is real. The dehydration is real. Trap God says I've seen a lot of people on the over. Now I'm getting confused. Are we talking about the over in the Miami game, or are we talking about the over in the Baltimore Kansas City game? That's what I know. We're all ready for football. I'm fired up for it too, you guys. I am jacked up for football. I'm fired up for tonight's live stream. Razor Sharp Picks got himself a little birthday today. A little birthday. You guys remember the last time we had a birthday show? Stub Human had turned 21 for the NHL. He had to go take a little nap. He had to go lay down. A little case of the spins for his birthday. His birthday gift to himself was the spins. We'll see if Razor's going to have the spins tonight. Game number 2, we got the Nationals, and they are facing down these Pittsburgh Pirates. Man, what a win yesterday for them Cubbies. Woo! -1.5. Busted that thing wide open. Wide the fuck open. Now we got a situation where there's 71% of the bets and 73% of the cash on the Pirates. I was hoping our guy Mick the Mac Daddy would be here because I don't have any action in this game. You know, I see the totals dropping from 8.5 to 8. We have 93% of the bets on the over and 91% of the cash on the over. Yet we have this thing dropping. We have Falter going for the Pirates with that 4.41 ERA. Just bad enough to be bad. He's 6-7. Yeah, he leaks runs. That's it. He's a run leaker. Then we got Irvin on the other side for the Nationals, and he's got himself a 4.08 ERA. He's a run leaker, 9-11. This one to me, just with football going on tonight, I just didn't want to have my money tied up into this game. You know, I see the numbers dropping. I would be inclined to think about the over in this game just because we're sitting down at that 8 now. And, you know, I mean, I see the numbers dropping with the cash coming in on the over, but just kind of looking at these two pitchers, you know, what are they they're going to come out here and shove today? I mean, they're not even K guys. You know, you look at Falter's K rates, K to walk ratio, 9.8%, Irvin at 14.6%. I mean, they're just not strong guys. You can see that in their, I mean, all the numbers, the 408s, the 441s. Just not a game I want to get action on. No play for me here. This would probably be a spot I would consider the dog. This is probably a spot I would consider the dog, but all that money coming in on the over and yet the numbers dropping. It's just a strange game. Hard to make heads or tails of what the hell's going on in that spot, but I do have some action here in this Rockies game. So we'll jump in here. We'll keep a brisk pace. We'll keep things moving. Get everybody out of here so we can get ready, freshened up, ready to roll for the NFL live stream tonight. The Braves and the Rockies have a ton of cash coming in on the Braves, the Bravos. 95% of the bets and 92% of the cash on Atlanta. We have 93% of the bets, 91% of the cash on the over. We have Austin Gomber. We have Ronaldo Lopez. And I think this is the pitching duel. Now, Gomber, you know, one of those rare breeds that does pitch well at Coors and not so great on the road, but he's sporting himself a 4.69 ERA. He's 4-10 on his season. We look at Lopez. I mean, this team found themselves in the hunt. I mean, they're trying to get to some playoffs. Got a 2.0 ERA. I mean, damn. Guy came out firing and he's never stopped. And they're catching wins behind him, right? I mean, as much as they've been an under team, it's guys like this that kind of gel and solidify things to make them the team that they are. You know, 5-2 win, 3-0 win against Colorado. Struggled a little bit at the end of that Phillies series, but man, they just turned around and started firing here on this Rockies team. Flip side of things, don't matter where the Rockies play. They're bad. They're 1-4 in their last 5 games. Lost a series to the Baltimore Orioles and facing it again here on the road against Atlanta. The spot for me, though, is backing no runs. Lack of expectation here. The Braves, 7 in a row to the under when they're at home off of back-to-back wins. That's the situation that we have right now. 7-0 to the under. The average total is 8.4 runs. And we're seeing a final score of 3.1 to 2.8. This is a tight one. This should be a tight one, and that's where I think the scoring keeps it down. Not to mention the cool bats factor, right? We talk a lot about the WRC plus, and we try to find those teams that are bombing it and killing it. But these two teams are not. Atlanta's 19th in WRC plus the last 14 days. Colorado's 25th. Reynaldo Lopez starts. I mentioned it. He shuts him down. He's 9-1-1 to the under in his last 11 starts out there. We're seeing an average score in those games of 3.6 to 2.5. And Lopez with that 2 ERA is even better at home with that 1.72. The one additional spot I would think about, so I got the 8.5. It's still 8s, and that's fine. That's more than fine here. We're plenty fine with an 8. That margin, I mean, there's still an 8.5 out there at minus 120, but you can get 8s at even money. I also like the Colorado Rockies team total under 2.5 at plus 110. No official play for me on that one yet. It's a 7:20 start, so I'm going to have to make some decisions shortly, but I'm on the under. I got the under 8.5. And again, I fully endorse the 8 at this point here. We're not going to see that matter. That hook shouldn't matter here in this case. And worst case, it's an 8 and you push here, but I mean, this is the first team to get to 3 runs wins this game. This is a low scoring, boring slugfest with at least Lopez being a pitcher to go out there and shove. The 4.5 for the Braves team total, I wouldn't want that. Minus 140s, minus 135s for their team total overs. Not a place that I want to, that's not where I want to hunt. It's not where I want to eat. So let's not do that. But shout out, man, all you guys pouring in. I love to see it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Kelly V says, lubricate those pipes. Let's go. Let's go. Jerry Davis says, let's go. SFG, be great to get that win with Snell pitching 1 inning. I saw that. A lot of talk about Snell, and then he gets taken out. Jerry Davis, let's go, my dude. Sancho says, Tigers money line, Ravens money line are best bets. Pimp for me today. Pimp 2-2 yesterday. Or 2 for 2 yesterday. Nice job. Nice job, Sancho. Let's go. Trisha M. Shot Not Kelly V. Jermaine Conley says, Pirates 1-5 on Thursdays at home. Bags of shit. I couldn't see that one. There's sub. There's sub. So that was a great 21st birthday. Thanks, everyone. Just kidding. Sub's 22, not 21. Get it right. We got a little yeepies. Yeepes. Jeez, I struggled with that one, Ricky. I struggled with that one. Jerry Davis says, I grabbed that under 8.5 in the Pittsburgh game. Kelly V says, Trisha M, what's your NFL play? Parky says, Phillies first 5. Book it. Pirates money line. They bounce back. Irish King in the house. What up, Irish King? We had a little Irish race there last weekend. Last weekend we had the duck race, but we had the Irish race. Big money Mikey. Let's go. Let's go. He's got cashed on the Reds and Seattle minus 1.5. Trisha M likes the Ravens plus 3 and the under 47. Jermaine says, Phil Cousy, the Empire for the Pads game, medium to strong favorite. Home teams undefeated. Wow. There you go. A little breaking intel. Let's go. Kelly V says, Atlanta minus 1. Need these games. They will sweep. Kelly V thinks Atlanta sweeps the Rockies here. I could see that. And soccer play of the day, 7-3 in a soccer plays of the day. Argentina to win and the game to go under 3.5 goals. There you go. There's a little soccer action for you from Subhuman Gaucho. My dude rocking and rolling. Jerry Davis found a way to play this one to get some plus cash out of some. Siri was eavesdropping. Kelly V says Braves. Home under team. Absolutely. Irish King given action as well. Kansas City -2.5. Plus the team total over 20.5. Plus Kelsey anytime touchdown for the NFL. Got Atlanta -2.5. Texas first 5 -0.5. And team total over 4.5. And San Diego -1.5 for the Irish King. Appreciate you sharing, my dude. Let's go. Good luck on your action. A humble and gentle Mexican. Chiefs moneyline parlay with the Phillies -1.5. No, it's not too late to enter that NFL Survivor. The actual, I don't think they're not counting Thursday and Friday games. So you've got time. DM me. We can get you set up, my dude. And anybody else that wants to get in there. Kelly D says, word, Angels hitting streak. 1 hit, -220. Or Ward, I'm sorry. I'm struggling to read today, man. Too late last night for your boy here. For your boy. But let's go. Let's go onward. Let's talk about this Angels game. You guys are looking at some action in here. And I like it. I'm going to tell you, I coin flipped on this game. 87% of the bets and 97% of the cash are on the Texas Rangers. It's a lot of money on the Rangers. Fucking bad as they are. And the total's at 8.5, dropping. Yet we have 92% of the bets and 89% of the cash on the over. But I get it. You know, can't somebody just have a normal? Can't you just have a Smith for your last name? I can't say it. I can't verbalize the transition of the HANOW. I can't get through that little maze of the alphabet there. So we're just going to call him Koch. Koch has a 4.96 ERA, and he's 2-3 on the season. Then we see Bradford on the other side, and he's rocking a 3.21 ERA, 4-2 on the season for this guy as well. Rested, ready to go, and recharged. Tricky. We saw the Rangers 2-1 over the Yankees. Back-to-back home series now for these Rangers as well. What a great schedule spot for them. I mean, they need it if they were going to stay alive, and I'm pretty sure they're toast. But on the flip side of things, you got this Angels team just dumped the truck against the Dodgers. Just dumped the truck. 10-1 was the final score in that game. Interesting spots, because when you look at some of these things here, tough spot to get involved with. I'll tell you this. I see the team total. I see you guys talking about this team total. The under's 4-0 in Bradford's last 4 starts. He's shutting people down. The average we're seeing, that fly needed FAA clearance to buzz the tower like that. Holy shit. I felt the wind come off its wings. You guys see the size of that thing? You see the size of that chicken? All right. When I was looking at this, though, as I mentioned, the 4-0 to the under. The bad spot, though, right? We're looking at this thing. Can't put together back-to-back wins. Man, that fucking thing is huge. Surprised you guys can't see it. Look at him. Fuck out of here. Woo! Woo! Thing's big. Woo! Anyways, where was I? Let's talk about this under, right? So we got the Cody Bradford spots out there. We got Texas in back-to-back win spots. They can't get over that hump and string the third one together. They're 0-5 their last 5 games in those spots. And then we got a WRC shitbag battle right now. Texas is 21st at WRC plus the last 14 days. The Angels are 28 in their last 14 days out there. I looked at all those numbers, and I wanted to take the Rangers team total over. I did. Then I saw some numbers around the Angels. After they go out there and score a win of 6 or more runs, they can't back it up. They don't back it up. They struggle in those spots as well. This was just I can't take it with Bradford. It's going to be a lower scoring game. As bad as the Angels are, this is the time of year where we see teams that are 58 58 and 81. And they flip the switch. You know, they find a way to get themselves closer to neutral. And I think that's the case here with this game. I want the Angels. I also think that a team in the Texas, third home series in a row, you start to get a little complacent. You know, you need to go on the road. You need to battle up. You need to toughen up and play some cards with the fellas. Remos. No, Remos. That wasn't a bug. That thing was a half a fucking aircraft carrier. The thing was just a monster zipping around there doing his thing. It was crazy. It was crazy. Oh, man. Shout out to Old E. Dipton. $10 for my dude. Says, always remember to save your data to a second and third device. Control and S isn't what she used to be. That's just a good life lesson. This is a good life lesson. When was the last time you guys backed up your phone? It's been, I get the reminder every day. You're 1,000 days over backup. 1,000 days over backup. So anyways, it's an Angel spot for me. I see our guy back there. So just as soon as he gets his camera on, we will bring him in the game. He's ready to go. All right, let's see here. Let's see where we're at. Ricky Levine says, pimp slap, a little trend last season. You know I like some trends, Ricky. You know I'm a trend guy. Ramon. Waiting for next week to get the iPhone 16. Pimp slap, a little trend. Chiefs as favorites of -0.5 to -4. 0-3 straight up. And 3-0 to the under. Make it a Matt, Daddy. I see it. You're on, you're off. You're on, you're off. Let's get you in the game, my friend. Shout out to Ramon Scott, man. Shout out to Ramon Scott. Terrific job this morning. The morning steam. Favorite dude in my favorite spot, sports money. Let's go, baby. Shout out to you, Ramon Scott. You did a great job this morning. Early bird, man. Early bird. I wanted to be. I was there in spirit. Ramon. Yeah, we have to. Shit, man. I mean, the sun was coming up. Great addition. Yeah, Perky Bump says it as well. Great addition to the sports money team. My Ramon Scott. All right, you guys, we'll get our boy in here momentarily. Let's cover this last baseball game, and then we'll give him the around the horn opportunity. The Tigers and the Padres, the fathers. 85% of the bets and 83% of the cash on the Padres. No real substantial movement. The Tigers opened at +140. They sit at +140. There's 11 cents of movement down on the Padres, but it's not correlated to the Tiger side of things. In other words, they're not making the Tigers less attractive, right? They're just flat 140s. Then we have a total at 8.5 with 89% of the bets and 88% of the cash on the over. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a pitching duel here. Now, Martin Perez for the Padres. I don't know where he's going to fit in this rotation. You better get his shit together because, oops, let me change this. What he's doing ain't good enough. He's 5.21 ERA. I actually have this number written incorrectly. 2-5 on the season, though. 2-5. Jesus. Just for a team that hits like the San Diego Padres, that's how you find yourself to be. Here's what they're going to do to Martin Perez. He's going to be a middle guy. He'll play 2 innings a game. Probably the entire playoffs. He'll be that middle guy. The middle reliever is going to be Perez with a 5.21. You can't start that guy. And why would you want to drop -160 on him as well with that record at 2-5? The Tigers on the other side with Mize, not much better. 2-6, 4.25 ERA. Struggle bus. Thing about that is, though, Padres finding opportunities here. They like playing with Perez out there. He's allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in 5 of his last 8 starts as well. So as bad as his numbers are, it's a little misleading. The opponents are averaging 3.12 ER or 3.12 earned runs in Martin Perez starts. How do you looking at this Tiger spot? I got a fly swatter somewhere, and that dude is toast. It's fucking huge, man. It's the size of a nickel. It's the size of a nickel. What's that kill him? I mean, you could stuff and mount that fucking dude. He's so big. I can't believe you guys can't see him. He's huge. He's just cruising around. He's cruising around. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get that guy wiped out. Nothing official for me on. Come on, dude. Keep buzzing the tower. Keeps buzzing the tower. Getting mad. All right, so anyhow, there's no official play for me on this Tigers Padres spot. I would lean at best to the Tigers money line, or I'm sorry, the spread on this one here, the 1.5, but it's too juicy. That's our guy backstage. He's ready to go. Let's bring him in. Let's get him on. Welcome. Taking him out. Out.
Mikey. Oh,
Hey, you
in the boxes, man. Why are you fucking me on the boxes?
Michael. I screwed up with the
Michael.
The overlay should have been a double. Should have been a double, not a single.
Sorry, sack.
Son of a bitch.
Unbelievable, man. This guy fucks me on the boxes.
Fuck.
God damn it.
You know.
Okay, what's going on?
Oh man, we're cruising, getting ready to talk about the NFL. But quick breakdown. We got 5 Major League Baseball games today. So, what were your thoughts? Any action that jumped out from you for Major League Baseball? The next game on the docket is the Rockies and the Braves. I jumped in on the under. I got an 8.5. I still like it at 8.
You know what? You went through that game. I totally agree. Because I am on the same bet. I don't mind it at 8 if you got the 8.5. Better. Bunch of stuff lined up for that. Lopez has just been dominant. Braves unders have been great. Rockies can't hit on the road. Gomber's been actually somewhat decent finally, even on the road here. Like, as long as the Braves don't have a crazy day, they have some decent numbers off him. Does that lineup, but I don't know if they get a ton. You know, he's just solid. Seems like a 4-1 type game.
4-1. I couldn't agree more. Angels and Rangers. I jumped in on the Angels. I took a little money line on the Angels there. I thought I get the Bradford numbers here. I just don't want to count on Texas having a hit. And we saw the explosion yesterday. The 10-1 third series at home for Texas as well. I thought crappy little sleepy spot for them. Angels can come in there and sneak this thing at a big plus 163.
Yeah, I didn't have anything in this game, but I tell you, with that price, no way. And it's moving to the Rangers, but no way. I know the Angels with a big win yesterday where they scored, whatever it was, 10 runs off the Dodgers right away. But I'd only be on them and nothing else. Take a stab at the first 5 here at plus 150 because, yeah, the Rangers at that price, no way.
Getting buzzed. I'm getting buzzed. See, Mac, there's a fucking fly the size of a nickel rolling around my office here. I'm surprised you guys can't hear it. He keeps buzzing the tower.
I haven't seen him yet.
Detroit and San Diego.
He's buzzing your head? He's buzzing the dome?
He's buzzing the fucking tower, man. I'm going to swat him. After I'm done with the show, I'm going to swat this fly, and I'm probably going to stuff it and mount it and hang it on the fucking wall behind me. That's how big the thing is. Steve, we got Padres and Tigers, and it's a pass for me. You don't hear me use that term that often, but I couldn't get in on this game. I just don't see that. I could see both teams losing if that's even possible.
Yeah. Casey Mize just came back. He had a pretty good start. I could see him pitching well, but I don't know. And I don't want the Padres, but I did take prop here. I took a rise over 1.5 hits, plus 150. You gave me that price with him, those numbers, and lately 5 of 7. He's had 2 hits or more. I think he has got a decent. What was it back? I think he's like 3 for 12. Nothing crazy off Mize, but that price, I'm on it there. And how can you not have a piece of? And I like they haven't moved him. Bogart's the only other guy. He has like 3 for 5 with a homer off Mize. No one else has really seen him. But I don't want him. He hasn't really been swinging a great bat as of late. And they leave this guy in the 7-hole, Jackson Merrill. Just stick with him if you want, right? I mean, look at his RBI. I think it's worth a shot in the Seminole. It's right around plus 160. How could you not?
There you go. I like it. I like a little Jackson Merrill. The Mize being the wild card. Does he go out there and shove and shut them all down? But there's some great bats out there for the San Diego team. This team's primed and ready to attack. So it'll be interesting to see if Martin Perez can not be a pile of dog shit. But he's found a way as of late. So we'll see. Shout out to Grandma Horse Racing, gifting a sports money membership, helping us grow the community.
Correct.
Appreciate you coming in here, rocking with us, Grandma Horse Racing. It's going to be a fun time tonight. You already know it's going to be lit. We're going to be live. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully you guys can all make it out there. Fernando Mendoza giving some Portugal and over 1.5. Minus 123 came through. I guess it came through already. That's what he's telling us. He keeps cashing in sports money. Let's go. Let's talk about some NFL, baby. We're here. C-Mac, we're here in this monster game here. Look, a lot of love in the chat for this under. I think we saw just 1 or 2 overs right now. This line has not really moved. It's oscillated. I'll say it's oscillated between 2.5 and 3, but make sure you shop around because you are right there on the line. 61% of the bets and 54% of the cash on the road dog here. We got a 47 that's oscillated. It's down to 46.5 in some markets, popping back up to 47s late here. 79% of the bets on the over. Public loves their overs. 68% of the cash on the under in this game. And because we got a 3, because we're on that key number of a 3, we'll take a look at the money line as well. Line open at minus 152. It's down to 145 with 82% of the bets and 82% of the bets on the Chiefs, 58% of the cash on the Ravens. Are you surprised at all by any of those numbers, C-Mac?
No, not really. It's opening night. Chiefs beat them again, AFC Championship, and just kind of dominated, but didn't. The Ravens had their own problems in that one. So did Lamar. That's consistent with the playoffs with them. They lost 17-10. Mm-hmm. And this is the NFL all day long. 2.5 touches 3. Get the buyback on the Ravens. The 3. It's just and that's where I think it's going to sit. And it's basically just stay at 2.5. So if you get it, you get the 3. You like the Ravens, get the 3. There's still a few spots, but most places the 2.5. The regular season, maybe, and I think Kelly just put in the chat. Chiefs have been pretty good. Last year, they lost to the Lions. That was opening night. That was a 1-point game, right? A field goal to win it. I think this game could be tight again. When are we going to get first game of the year? That's why kind of on some of these props, I'm going to stay off that we'll get to in a second. But Lamar, one thing where he's cash for me, Ravens as a favorite, rarely take him. They haven't come through for me a ton, Mike, especially over like a field goal. 6, 7, it's never been easy. They've had some blowouts. I know the last year or two was pretty good, but before that it was tough. But Lamar, as a dog, it's been straight money on the road. Last 10, 8-2, he's just come through. So, and the big thing to that is regular season, Lamar, and the Ravens 8-2. Obviously, they got Derrick Henry, Andrews back healthy. So I think this one will be a good one. What do you like here?
Over under, we'll set it at 6.5. Over under 6.5. The number of times they show Taylor Swift. She's going to be in the building tonight.
Under if it's 6.5.
6.5. It's a little. That number's
under.
A little too big. It's
a little too high.
Now, other factors that
4 spot.
Some may or may not have capped into. It's a 4 spot. It's a firm 4. He's giving you an exacta, a stone cold exacta, ice cold.
4.
Here's
4
another
cuts.
factor here. Does this play a factor? Chiefaholic, the super fan, Xavier Babadar, Chiefs super fan, going to the clink for 17.5.
Oh, the guy that did the robberies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Does that affect the number though?
What? Are you fucking serious? Are you Listen,
Michael?
God damn you.
I like the under in this game too. I mean, you could find the story to compel on both sides of things here, for sure. You know, I just think this one comes down to a difference in the regime. You've got Derrick Henry, and they're going to use him for a reason, right? They're going to try to run the tires right off the guy. I mean, he's going to have to go out there and ground and pound. Yeah, we can see some Lamar Jackson action throwing the ball deep, and if he has to, but you know, obviously the tight ends are going to be key targets there. Mark Andrews is his favorite guy. We know that. Kelsey and Andrews both to score touchdowns are probably going to be a play that I do end up getting involved with here, but I just expect this game to be twofold. One, you got the ring ceremony, right? Or the anointing of the raising of the banner. You know, teams come in there and they think, let's fuck this team's day up. Let's ruin their banner raising ceremony. You know, they got the revenge-minded situation on their minds as well, or the revenge angle as well. We got another spot. Here's one for you guys. If you're considering home favorites, this is a week 1 trend for the weeks 1 and 2. Home favorites up to a 10, non-divisional games, 3-14 against the spread. I want to get there with the Ravens. I don't like the Ravens from a personnel and the way they play football perspective, but new year, new season. I just think this is that, you know, give me this under. This is a 47. I think it's a sharp number. Is it going to be 46 or 48? It's going to be right there. I have a feeling right down to it.
I mean, it's primetime game. Like, if we get beaten this one, Mike, and we start getting points, like, I take that. This is a 31-23 and you lose by that, like with a touchdown to get over that, whatever. I mean,
what are you gonna do?
I'd roll with it. Yeah, what are you going to do? But I think at that number, that's the way it'd be.
Here's the question. Will Kelsey have more receptions than Taylor Swift appearances? Wow.
Maybe. Wow. You know, opening night's wild. Here, I'll give you a bet. I'm on. I just think it's too low. And, you know, the production a little bit down last year, a tiny bit. But he was banged up. But obviously his woman will be there. I'm on the over 56.5 here. He's dominated the Ravens. I mean, he had 11 for 116 and a touchdown the last one. And dating back to 2020 here, 7 for 89, 6 for 87. When the time gets crunch time here, Mikey, and this is one too, if you don't take right away, it's dropped, take it at halftime. Like, if Kelsey's not doing anything, first quarter, second quarter, take this live prop that we hit all the time, especially at halftime, which we will be live with it. Because he'll come alive. I think he's going to get to him. Even though they have, obviously, Rice, they want to try to get Worthy involved. They re-signed Gray, the backup tight end. That's pretty good. But go 2 time. This is too low. You know, it's consistently high 60s, 70s. But I'm on it. Over 56.5.
Over 56.5. I'll tell you, you know, you mentioned the guy that jumps out to me is the Worthy. I like Worthy in this spot here. I think especially with Hollywood or with
just a little too much unknown. I like it too. I think they're going to try to make a big splash with him, but rookie's first game, we'll see.
40.
Someone just put in the chat, Sancho. This is the other one. There's just multiple that I like. This guy cashed me all the way down the playoffs. Pacheco. I mean, I think game 1, I still think he gets over 14.5 carries, Mikey. Here, that's even money. Maybe not a crazy past that. He's the guy now. He's the running back. He's the man. His 58.5 yards, I think, is decent. Both these defenses against the run were okay. Not great, but right there. So I think they could run it. His TD's even money. So I might have a little bit on his props there. Just the main one was Kelsey's yards.
Saturated's got a good look. He says Rice will get the Lions' share of receptions. Worthy will be the big play guy. And that does mean, you know, that 44.5 number is pretty steep for a guy that's really just a big play guy. So it's going to be fun to see how that takes fold. Any thoughts on first touchdown score?
No, I didn't look into it at all. I thought maybe we'd look at that on the live. What did you? What do you got?
I'm leaning towards Lamar. Leaning towards Lamar. I'm envisioning this plays out in a situation where they drive all the way down the field, and it's like 3rd and 6, and he's got to scramble outside of the pocket and drive it in himself because he just can't find a way to get consistency in the passing game. I think Henry drives the bus down the lane. They get there into the red zone. They struggle to find a way to score, and then Lamar Jackson, 12-1 gets in there and makes it happen.
12-1. I try to take Lamar at these prices for a touchdown. He kind of got me like the year before, a couple years before. He was money for me. But I love him down there. I get it.
Just the mobile quarterback has officially, they've been taking over in the NFL. They're officially locked and loaded. So this fucking fly is just a monster, dude. He's buzzing and he's big.
As soon as the show's done, get him. You'll get him.
I'm gonna get him. See, I got one look ahead spot I'm going to talk about today in college football. We're going to look at this Boise State Oregon game, and then we're going to get everybody up out of here. Get yourself some cocktails ready to go for this big live stream tonight. Boise State Broncos, Oregon Ducks, C-Mac. Initial thoughts that I had when I looked at Oregon, not so excited about the way they played that first half last week. Kind of a slow starter. I mean, they were growers, not showers in that situation out there. And, they finished putting up quite a few points on the board, but beat up that team, just kind of ground them out and wore them down. And a lot of expectation was that this Oregon team with the NIL, the transfer portal, everything else that's come into it was going to be explosive and right off the gate. And they certainly were not. I'm trying to pull up the numbers. Somebody asked me where do I use for the public handles here? It's Action. I use the Action Network for the handles. Let's see. Where is so many games, C-Mac? So many games.
Yeah.
Let me get to this one here. Where is it? There it is. I found it. All right. This line opened at 19.5. We have 52% of the bets and 72% of the cash on Oregon. It's now moved to 21. 21's out there. The three scores. Total open at 61.5. We have 50-50 on the bets, but 67% of the cash looking at this over. It's dropped down 1 point from the opening number. I mentioned that last week in the game, kind of the way things transpired. Oregon goes out there against Idaho, 49.5-point favorites. Again, the expectation was they were going to knife them. 24-14 final score. Probably one of my biggest head scratchers of the week. Flip side of things, Boise State can't play shit for defense. 56-45 against Georgia Southern. I mean, they almost covered the over on their own at 57.5. C-Mac, you got kind of an offense that didn't fire. You got a defense that still thinks it's week 0. I mean, it's
Georgia
hard
Southern.
Yeah,
they ran all over. That was crazy.
I got two numbers for you guys here. They're an intersecting point for me. One of them, Boise, in the dog roll after a spread loss, which I love because you look at a team that comes off a spread loss in Boise, going to inflate or deflate the line a little bit as they go. There's that carryover effect. If they can't cover, was it too many points? And then they dial it down a little bit. That softens the market for us. Boise in the dog roll after a spread loss are 17-3. 17-3 in those positions. Average cover, 10 points. 10 points in that 17-3 spot. Not just the field goal, not the 3-point. We want the 10 spot there. We want the double-digit cover situation. Live dog, probably not in this Boise State spot. But on the flip side of things, what does Oregon do? Against, as a home favorite, their opponents off a spread loss. So the market gets soft outside of their conference between a 7 and 24-point favorite. They are 0-7 in those spots. They're losing by 9 points per game against the spread as well. We are intersecting. We are getting ourselves now 21 points. Number's gone too far. Opened up as a big number. And this market softened up for us nicely. We're taking the plus 21 on some Boise State Broncos, C-Mac. What's it going to take to get on some Boise State?
Real quick. Hey, I like it as well. I think Oregon's going to be a little bit better here at home. They got a big matchup too, as flat as they were probably looking at this game. Play Oregon State next week. Always a big game for them. And it seems like there's some kinks to work out for next and this offense. Both defense didn't look great. I think Oregon kind of dicked around, and Boise, Georgia Southern did what they want. As long as Boise moves it here and scores, I think they hang around in this game. The total is that not moving here, even dropping a half a point after all those, because this is overreaction week, and that's what you just and it's a big deal. But still, I think there's points. I mean, does it get over this? I think so, or right around there. But I like the points. I don't blame you for that one there. Someone just put it saturated in the chat. He said, Mike, you still like Illinois? I don't like Illinois, really, but they're at home as a dog. I'm on it. I talked about it on the show on Monday. A lot of Kansas love. I was hoping we could get a touchdown. I didn't think it would move that way, Mikey, on the road, but Illinois might not win too. Classic Bielema, but I think the game's tight. They're within 3 or 4. So
I got to dig back the notes to cover the trend, but yeah, I got him in at 6.5. Now that you mentioned, I want to take another spin here and look at this line and see where we're at right now. I know it was dropping. I know it was.
Yeah, there's some 5.5s, 5s now.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not a big early betting guy. You guys know the deal. Late is great betting for me, but I thought some of these trends and numbers that we had with the margins made a lot of sense to try to get involved on some of these spots early. I did expect that one.
I'm the same way. Like, I'll try to jump on, especially totals as the year goes on when I do that on Monday. But after that, the ones I really want to just kind of jump on, usually is like, I don't know, 3 or so. I wait all week. I love to see more and more of the market. I want to sit with it. That's just how I like to do it for college football.
Yep. I want to see I want to see what's going on. I also want to see the injury factors and the obvious stuff. What's the weather doing and the injury factors?
Just everything I take into consideration. Yeah.
So let's go. Ron Crawford says, I have Illinois, Michigan, Hughes. I like a little Hughes action, but I'm home. I say that in college football, Hughes is probably my blind tail. I think I was telling this to Dutch the other day. I was like, dude, he's asking, we were talking about Syracuse, and I was like, I'm just going to play Syracuse regardless. Doesn't matter. Probably every single game of the season. Doesn't matter. But I'll play enough action that it won't matter. As long as they cover some spreads and go 500, it'll probably be a profitable. They're going to be good for one big dog upset that you didn't expect, probably against the Clemson or some shit like that. And they're going to be a 500 spread cover team for me for Syracuse. But I like it. I like it, Ron. I like the Cuse look, my dude.
Hey, McCord could throw the ball. That defense needs to figure out what the fuck could happen here. And they're at home. They need to get back to square one, nut up, and because I think they'll be able to move it a little bit. That should be a very good game. A lot of hype for Georgia Tech. A lot of hype. And these are the classic, wow, look how great they've looked. And we got fucked out of that spread, with Georgia State, Mike. That was tough. I know. They moved the ball all game. They couldn't get in the end zone. They fumbled right away. Remember I told you that at the goal line? But, yeah, that should have been so.
Here's a question. Just on the fly, and I don't have any of the trends or anything prepared for it, but a game that interests me. Colorado, Nebraska, 7:30 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, 7 points, too. They got throttled by Colorado last year, right? Nebraska literally got their shit kicked in, I thought. 53% of the bets and 75% of the cash on Nebraska, and the lines come from 7.5 down to 7. It's a quarterly little number there. Is Colorado going to be able to go out there and put Nebraska on upset alert? Big Ten schools are tough to play for on their home crowd or their home field or difficult situations. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, it is a revenge. I mean, that game was horrible for Nebraska. They were in a little bit more than just a shit ton of turnovers. That's when Sims was there at quarterback, and Colorado pulled away in that one. Colorado still doesn't have a defense. They don't have an offensive line. I'm not ready to lay a touchdown with Nebraska. And really, I have to see more from Ryle. And I talked about how I liked how their defense played down the stretch, and then they just play who's in front of them. So can this team really step up and win a big game like this and cover? For me, this is a game I bet, but it's a big one. I was looking at it a lot.
Kind of an interesting spot there with the revenge mind. Everyone likes some, like you said, the early overreactions, right? That's the big deal that we look at for these things here. That's going to do it, C-Mac.
Yeah, and Raiola, he should be able to, I still don't love the Colorado defense. We saw it. That's why we were on North Dakota State last week in that game.
Yep.
How does this not have some points on it? I mean, Colorado still should be able to score. I don't know if I'm real rushing to the over. It's 56, but
it's one of those games where it's either going to be like 14-10 and you're like, whoa, what happened? Or it's going to be like,
38-28 or something.
Yeah, something stupid, right? Something crazy where they just neither team plays any defense.
38-34.
That'll be the fun part about it, C-Mac. But look, my friend, we're at that point of the show. We got to go. We got a live stream coming up here in just 25 minutes. T-minus 25 minutes, C-Mac. The NFL, baby. We're rocking. We're rolling. I know it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. It's Razor Sharp Picks' birthday. Rumor is Razor Sharp Picks has been downing Fireball all day.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go. Nasty Nate put it right. He said only 63 likes. You didn't get it. Your bets lose tonight. I'm asses. Shout out to all you guys that rock with us, man. C-Mac, thank you much, my dude. Tell everybody what's cooking. Where they got you hitting the books, baby. Talk to us.
Yeah, shout out to everyone. Nuke working my guy, Jerry Davis, Cliff Gang, Coin, Ron Crawford, whatever, Nasty Nate. Shout out to all you guys. John Fernando, Bill Saturated, the Illinois guy right there, Voodoo Ranger, JW, Ice Viking, Joe T. Man. Just hitting the books. Go check it out. Breakdown of the games Monday. College football. This week it was Tuesday because Labor Day, but back to Monday. Just go over there. Watch the cut-up videos. They'll be out in a little better order, at least like probably 20 of them of the games. And subscribe to it. Hit the like. That's all I ask. And check it out when you can. Hitting the books.
Hitting the books, baby.
Appreciate it. That's it, Mikey. Let's get to the NFL.
Let's have ourselves a big night tonight. Small card for baseball, but we all know the eyes will be glued on the NFL. Tay, a firm 4 times that she's shown on the screen from C-Mac. Love that game. Going to be some fun to talk about it tonight, you guys. Go do what you got to do. Get yourselves freshened up. Get ready to go. It's going to be fun. 7:30. We'll see you guys back soon. Appreciate it.